This morning, many Druid players have just received a buff to their class. I'm going to be taking you through the notes of the changes and comparing the difference between the damage done yesterday versus the damage that the Druid is capable of doing today. I have footage of both of those and compiled something pretty cool for you. In addition to that, there is a Mirrored Jewels event that started this morning. Now, funny thing is, yesterday on stream, I used the majority of my legendary crest, leaving me with only 9 left right here. Remember, when you do a Mirrored Jewels event, you really want to go ahead and do it with the maximum number of legendary crests. And for me, well, I only have 9. I'm going to wait until I get one more before I do this run, but that is neither here nor there. I want to take you through the damage difference between the Druid on day 1 versus day 2, but first let's take a look at the changes that came. We have the Druid abilities, and for clarity, all that I did was took a bear build, a wolf build, and a surging stone build, and took that same exact build on day 1 and used it again today to see the difference in damage. As you can see, the Werewolf baseline, damage dealt by mark is increased by 50%. Howl Werewolf, damage dealt by mark is increased by 50%. Lunge Werewolf, you are immune to knockback while charging the skill. Surging Stone, damage increased by 51% and energy cost reduced by 20%. Landslide improved targeting and added a healing tag to multiple skills. Notice that there was no buffs there to the bear form. So we'll see if there's any changes that we see. Notice the legendary items as well. I did not change any legendary items for what were in my current builds to try and test out any of these. So notice that you do have Werebear Crush if you're utilizing Mauler's Mitt. Damage dealt is increased with each subsequent hit up to a maximum of 150% of base damage. So there are some buffs to some other things, including Thorn Armor, Werewolf, and different areas there as well. Summon Oak Sage is also getting a little bit. And then Revert, Werebear and Werewolf, there's now a 2-second cooldown to revert back to human form after transforming into a Werebear or a Werewolf. So let's put these to the test and see if there's actually a substantial difference in damage being able to be done by the Druid now after this massive buff. Now what you're looking at here is a before and after. Here, this is yesterday, before the big buff came to the Druid class. I'm doing a 30-second run utilizing, with this build, Surging Stone and all of my other skills, and we're trying to see how much damage we actually drop during this run. I'm going to take note of it right here just to make sure that we don't forget. But we're already at 26 million damage, but I really want to see what the damage is going to be from the Druid, specifically Surging Stone. And right here, it's 4.5 million damage with Surging Stone before the update actually dropped. Now we're getting into the after. Let's take a look at what goes on here. Is there more damage being done? Surging Stone should be doing more damage, which is going to be great. 1, for PvP if you want to get that knockup effect, and 2, if you want to do a lot of farming, which is going to allow you to also just do a lot of damage to things around you when you actively farm. It's one of the best skills, in my opinion, that comes with the Druid. We're at 25 seconds, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 seconds. This was the Surging Stone test, and that was after the update. 7.4 million damage. So before the update, we were getting 4.5 million damage in 30 seconds with Surging Stone, and after the update, 7.4 million damage, which is almost close to double. It's like 3/4 more. So Surging Stone definitely did get a buff. But now we're looking at the bear form. Remember, we didn't see any drastic changes to the bear form itself until you looked into the essences that were being used for bear form. We're 15 seconds in, and it looks like it was a little glitchy how the numbers were actually jumping around up top. But the final number that we were looking for is actually legit. We're 20 seconds in. I'm getting a ton of attack with the bear right here. He's literally going ham on that target. And in 5 seconds, we're going to know how much damage the bear himself did in that 30-second time slot. That's 30 seconds right there. Let's take a look at our damage log, and the bear did 49.5 million damage. The rest of it was done by the summoning bear, the summoning wolves, and the primary attack. So 49.5 million damage in 30 seconds before today's update buff. Now we're running the bear after the buff and seeing exactly how much damage. Again, the bear is going ham on the target, bleeds on the target as well. 35 million damage, 36, and obviously this is just as good as I can do, right? I'm not the most perfect at attacking on the target, especially if I'm doing it on my PC. Much more control if I have it over my phone, but we're at 30 seconds, and the damage here is 48.2 million. So actually, it was a little bit less on the bear because we had 49.5 million with trial 1, 48.2 on trial 2. So that small difference we can just call out as being very minimal and really no change with the bear. But now we're going to take a look at the wolf form, which did get a bunch of buffs, as we saw, specifically to the form not needing to change any essences, meaning we should be able to take the same build we were using yesterday, use it today, and see some increased damage. We're 25 seconds in to yesterday's trial before the update buff, and the wolf was able to get 40.7 million damage. Funny thing is, wolf form actually got 9 million damage less than bear form prior to the buff. So we want to see now if that changes after, which means now today, during the update and the buffs to the wolf form. Is the wolf going to get more damage? Very curious to see if Blizzard is trying to even out the damage done between wolf and bear. Remember, the bear was sitting at 49 million damage, basically the same day 1 and day 2. The wolf was at 40.7 million. Let's see if that gets closer to the 49 million damage, or if it is still lower in damage than the bear. The breakdown takes to 47.7 million damage, which gets us very similar to the bear's 49 million damage. Now that's all pretty interesting stuff right there. I think what Blizzard may have been trying to do here was give a little bit more love to wolf form, because wolf form was really way under. Before the update, wolf form was getting us 40 million damage and bear form was getting us 49. After the update, our wolf form is now getting us about 48 million damage, with bear form getting us about 49 million damage, making the two forms a lot closer in damage, with the bear still being more tanky and the wolf still being a lot faster. So I wonder if a lot of this update not only was to get more damage on Druid, but also to make it so that the bear and the wolf were a little bit more comparable as far as damage goes. And Surging Stone got a nice update as well, which is a great one for anyone that wants to do a lot of farming. Now, in addition to all of this, I mentioned Mirrored Jewels. We do have another event that dropped inside of the game this morning, and you may notice that there is a class auction number up top. That is because I am doing a class auction on stream today. More on that in a minute. But we have Conqueror that dropped inside of here today. Fractured Plane still going on. All clans on deck. Sanguine Surge, which will probably get you a little bit further if you... I should have saved this to do this today, by the way. And really, that's all that we have going on inside of the game as of right now. Make sure you get your Mirrored Jewels event going. Now, also today, I've been live streaming all week. Monday was our warm-up. Tuesday, which was yesterday, was our 50,000 subscribers celebration stream, and it was a freaking blast. Today, we're doing a class auction, which is why you saw the numbers on top of me. Everyone is going to be able to have a vote into what class I change to. So, the Druid got this big buff, yet I'm going to be changing from the Druid after my stream today. Then on Thursday, we have a members only hour stream. It's going to be an AMA. We're going to talk about anything that you guys want, and then I'll open it up to everyone that is not even a member. And then on Friday, it's my birthday. We're doing a birthday stream. So I'm really looking forward to all of that. Keep in mind that all of these changes, we definitely can build out the Druid even better. We can optimize him even more, utilizing some of these essences that also received buffs. I'm assuming we're going to be able to get a lot more damage on bear form and on wolf form just because of essences, not just the abilities getting those buffs as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you subscribed, because I'm going to be live all week long, and I'm going to be live all week long next week as well, and I would love it if you guys came and hung out. It's been a blast. Hope to see you guys later on. We'll be going live around 11 a.m. Eastern time. Have a great day, and I'll see you there.